Your favorite Spirit DJ Brie. Welcome back, everybody, to the station. Hope everybody's been doing well. I hope y'all's Halloween went well. I went as Minnie Mouse in a Mickey Mouse suit. Ain't that something? I'm gonna sit here for a minute, let everybody get in. Yeah, let's see. Get set up. Hope y'all are doing fine this evening. Yes, let me get in here and welcome everybody. What's up? I am terrible when it comes to this stuff. Yes, I am. For whatever reason, it's not coming in. What's up with that? Here I am. It just took me a bit slow. You know, there's too many birds on the line, folks. Hello. Can you see them up there? Just make sure you don't park your cars under there. Ah, here we go. Here we go. Welcome in, everybody. Hey, what's up? Let's see if we can get you as a moderator, April. What's up? There we go. How about that? Hi, Douglas. Welcome back, brother. Yo, homie. I see you too. I bet you I'm on that big screen. By the way, guys, you know how it works. If you are a rider on this train, the Dreamweaver train, you know how it works. Get your pen and paper out. I will give y'all numbers. Y'all can check out the numbers on YouTube as well. For newcomers, welcome aboard. Welcome to the station. Over here, we have all first class seats. So get whatever y'all like to snack on and get your ears on if you got them. That way you don't disturb anybody. You definitely don't want to scare them, right? All right. Also, too, remember, don't take everything on the buffet table. You know, they will only allow you to go for so much, and they won't let you take any to go. All right, even for a doggy bag. So just take what feels right for you. Confirmation, and what's up for my return riders. All right, 222 tonight. Wow. That is something there that is coming together with yourself, your higher power, which can be twin flame or with yourself or others. Double time, triple time. Yes, yes, yes. So go check out those angel numbers 222 on YouTube. Also, too, sometimes I'll give you songs to go back and look. And remember, this is how it works. I resonate with the frequencies of the music. And right now we're using Pandora, and we are listening to what? Funkadelic on Pandora's box. We love it. It's like a box of chocolates. We never know what we're gonna get when Spirit comes in. So y'all get your ears on, you get tapped in, and you're fixing to get tuned in. Yes. 303122. 122. Hey, April, go ahead and see if you can get that in there. Push something else, or I'll have to get it on the phone to get you as a moderator. You know, don't run people off. You know, sometimes if you have to put them in timeout, that's okay. But if we get spammers in here, just block them. Yeah, you got it. All right, you got the little wrench in there. April's at work. I smell beans in the house. Somebody cooking those pinto beans in the crock pot. Crock pot. Told you I was going to say that. That's serious. Something else, huh? Autocorrect. Just watch your language. We don't want to get a mark over here. We try to tell you exactly what we feel. We don't want to be vague over here. Those big cuss words are just too vague. We're going to let you know exactly how we feel. Do I know who Jet Ski Chuck is? No. Who's Jet Ski Chuck? Is that Chucky riding on a jet ski out in the water? He might get a little wet and a little heavy up there. Boy, I've become such a connoisseur of waters these days. You know, us vampires gotta keep wet. Hey, I'll tell you a little joke. Alright? This vampire goes into the regular bar, you know, and he says, hey, give me some hot water. He says, what do you mean? You usually have your cup of blood over here. He says, well, you know, I went and visited my lady friend, and she's using a tampon, and, you know, he says, I'm making tea. Hey, Fiona, we got a newbie, Miss April Dieter. Not Peter Dieter. Yes, how you been, Fiona? Welcome back, baby girl. It's Funkadelic Friday. I look forward to y'all to get this tooth done. I've been having a little trouble with my tooth. I want to get them all taken out and go get me some implants. Yeah. Oh, my diet's been bad. Man, I've been eating a lot and eating a lot and eating a lot. Man, I ate cinnamon roll today. I had BLTs for dinner. If you want to take you an aspirin, 2 ounces of Coke or 2 ounces of caffeine, and some, what's that? Magnesium. That'll get rid of the headache in about an hour. Sometimes we're low on magnesium, that gives us headaches. Unless you got somebody living in your house that's giving you headaches, you know what to do about that one. Hit that one with the hammer. What's up? Unicorn Moon Dust. Y'all must miss me, because every time y'all come on here, y'all are back on with me. Y'all getting the notifications? I'm glad to be back. I lost 100 while I was gone, you know. Guy keeps pulling me back. Yeah, try the magnesium, a baby aspirin, and a Coke, and then listen to some real soft frequency music to get rid of a headache. Just real soft. And then stay in a quiet room for a little bit. You walk almost 2 hours a day. You got one of them ring things on, Douglas? You know, that counts all your steps. I stand a lot. Oh, y'all miss me. I miss you guys too. Y'all really. 377-216. Y'all could also check too. 216 could also be a scripture. All right, let's get going, guys. Y'all get tapped in and tuned on. Let's go. Spirits in the house. Not just a knee deep. Ooh, somebody's in there way too deep. They're in it up to their alligators. Ha ha ha. Did you hear that one? They're not in just knee deep in that crapola. They got it way up to here. Somebody does. Ooh, yeah. Somebody makes you dance. All right, let's see what we got for the general reading. And if I feel like it, we will do pull some cards. As long as people don't go crazy tonight. 337244. Somebody's knee deep in coochie whipped. Ooh, we starting off funky tonight, baby. Ooh. The girls are freak. Never misses a beat. Ooh. Talk about Funkadelic Friday. All right, let's see what the Wizards got to say. And then we'll check out what the Godfathers got to say. He wasn't funked no more. She turns me on and on. I'm knee deep. She's a freak of my desire. Ooh, somebody thinks you a freak of my desire. You set the world on fire. Is this old 70s pole dancer music? She's the freak of my desire. She sets the world on fire. Just give me a happy beat. She's a freak of the week. Ooh, somebody thinks you the freak of the week. Ooh, I don't know what I would think about that one. That just means she the streetwalker. Ooh, or they didn't want to hang around too long. The lust. Her chicken wasn't bucking. Oh, that's a song. Y'all go check it out. Not Just Knee Deep by Funkadelic. Something about him got him into my pants. Oh my gosh. He got into my pants, boy. I guess that Knight of Wands just got up in there and was quick about it. Man, y'all should see what AI does to some of this music, man. I mean, to tell you, it turns like some of these hip-hop things into funk. Oh my goodness. Country music into funk, it's hilarious. 309312. I would say that's John's 312. God gave me this new shirt. Y'all like it? It's got the rainbow on the back. I love it. It's the scripture about the promise. Yeah, I love it. 309322. Let me type in this. Welcome aboard, everybody. She's a big old freak. She's the pick of the week. Oh my God, somebody. Somebody, I swear. Somebody's the freak of the week, man. I would not want to be the freak of anybody's week. Unless, of course, you know, I'm up there pole dancing and make some money. Come back every week. That's fine with me. No shade against that at all. I've seen a lot of people become nurses, doctors. They didn't have money for, you know, that and kids. So I don't knock it. But it's only for a little while, you know. Our bodies don't last forever. But what they say, a body in motion stays in motion. What kind of motion we talking about, Spirit? Ooh, okay, I won't say it. Ants in the pants. Oh my God, this is a funny song. Oh man. I guess that's why we see them jiggling booty cheeks, right? They got ants in their pants. Ooh. All right, let's go, Spirit. Let's go. Come on now. I think we're having too much fun over here. April started me off this morning, I swear. Telling me about her beans and weenies. No, that's my fault. I said that. When she said cock pot. Cooking the beans in the cock pot. I said, oh, you making beans and weenies. I'm still laughing about that one. That's what you get for autocorrect, right? Siri. All right, what do we got, Spirit? What we got for our collective tonight? What message we got for the funky, freaky, Funkadelic Friday? All right, what we got? What do we got? Y'all hit the like button, will ya? Give me a thumbs up. I know you got 2 of them. And it's the least you can do. Help get the channel going. I don't know if the hype is on here yet, but if y'all want to go back after the video post, y'all can hype it up. Y'all can do 3 hypes a week, I believe, for your favorites. I got quite a few favorites on here that I like to listen to that just make me laugh. All right, what do we got, Spirit? 3011338. Oh yeah, star date 11/7/2025, 8:13 p.m. Central Standard Time, and it is 72 degrees Fahrenheit. And the skies are clear. All right, what do we got, Spirit? What do we got? Tell me what we got. What we got. Hey, Feather! What's up? I've been everywhere. No, I'm just, see, I'm not all here because I'm not all there. I miss y'all too, man. Hey, man, I just had a tough life. I've been was homeless. You know, stuff happens in life, but I'm doing good every day, better every day. Getting on my feet. Got my truck AC fixed. Got my brakes fixed. I'm getting everything. I'm grateful to have my truck. Friends, you know, 3011355. A lot of change going on. Collaboration. Now we're looking at stability, coming together. Yes, or it is master number 11. And we got 4411404. A lot of stability coming. All right, what do we got, Spirit? That's a long song, man. Let's get moving. Papa was a Rolling Stone. Ooh, see, that goes back to the freaky over here. Oh, so we got a Papa was a Rolling Stone. Everywhere he laid his hat was his home. Ooh, we got a traveler over here. He don't stay nowhere. Is not accountable for his actions. Anybody know anybody like that? Papa was a Rolling Stone. All he left us was a debt, mortgage for a home. All right, so what we got, Spirit? What we got? Ooh, the 5 of Spears. Ooh, somebody's fighting with somebody. That is the 5 of Swords. Can y'all see it? 5 of Swords. That little couragey lion. Is that lion or lion? I need some courage. Yeah, he's got 4 of those swords, and he done dropped one. Ooh, trying to get away with something. But he's fighting with somebody or trying to get away with something. It's all mental up here. Maybe he's fighting with himself. It's all air energy. What do we got for our dreamers? Spirit, thank you. They would be blessed and they would get clear, concise messages for our dreamers out there. Ooh, we got two cards. Ooh, we got the sun. Now that's Leo energy. I'm looking at the moon right now. It's a beautiful harvest moon. It's the last harvest moon. I suggest. So the 3rd of September must have something happened. Somebody always remember. Okay. So somebody may have passed, but that's here and there. Okay, so we got the sun. We got the 2 of cans upside down. And we got the 3 of bricks in reverse. All right, let's look at this. The rolling stone, wherever he lay his hat was his home. So the sun is the beginning, right? Because that's where it started. On the, I was listening to Yellow Brick Road before I got in the car with Elton John. That might be a sign for y'all to listen to that song. Now that song's about control. You know, you want me in your penthouse, but I'm going back to my cloud. My birthday will be next month. I'm a Saggy. Actually, I'm an Ophiuchus. I'm an Ophiuchus. They got the new dates out for that. All right, so we got the sun, which is, it is the highest card in the deck to me. But that's where it all started. And somebody thinks you're the sun. Look at them ruby slippers, baby. Yeah, mine's in December. So 16th of December. Okay, and then we've got the 2 of cans, which is 2 of cups. So something happened here with this union, and it's in the reverse. So the 2 cups are spilled out. So this guy was a preacher. Amazing. I can relate to that. So the cans are in the reverse, and as you can see here, he's getting oiled, and she's trying to help the Tin Man, right? Tin Man is air energy, believe it or not, in the Wizard. But it's also here, the oil cans. This is a union that's not in play at the moment, because usually it is the lovers. And as you can see, the flying monkeys. Ooh, maybe some flying monkeys got involved in this relationship, because usually that's the angel watching over them. Okay, and we got the 3 of bricks, which is the 3 of pentacles, which is building, right? We had a lot of 3s in the beginning of this. So that could be a 3-party situation. It could be anything, work, anything that distracts you from that relationship. This one. So obviously there's a 3-party situation that interfered with this start. But then again, with the 5 of spears, it could have been manipulation from the get-go at the start of this. See, Tell Me the Truth is in this song. Somebody wanted to know the truth. You're a Sag Cusper? So this person don't water his own grass. Here we go. Because he didn't oil his own can. Or his own creaky body. So that's probably what happened when it started. It didn't start right in the first place. Ain't that funny, Feather? Oh, man, Feather, you know, I was just thinking, if you was to tickle the Tin Man's nose with that feather of yours, and he's creaky, boy, that'd be terrible. That'd be torture, wouldn't it? Ooh, I would do that to this Papa Was a Rolling Stone. Yeah, his bones are getting creaky. He needs to be oiled again. Mm-hmm. Yeah, look at the little munchkins over here. Little sneaky suckers. Did you ever see him dance in that movie? And they was like kicking the dirt up, just kicking the dirt up, just like that. That was funny. So somebody's trying to lay bricks over there. You got one laying the bricks, the girl, I guess, and you got two guys. Ooh, this could be either way. It could be two guys, two guys and a girl, or a girl and two girls and a guy. It could be that. But that's what's going on here. But it could be anything, you know. Let's see. Let's find out if it's a little bit more on it, right? Oh my God, we got Happy's place. So it could probably be a family. There's what, 7 people in there. James Brown, say it loud. Doing it to death. Oh my God. Did you ever hear that old saying, if you keep doing that, you're going to go blind? They're doing it to death. Oh my God. Maybe they have a sex addiction. Did I say that? I don't think I said that. How you feeling, brother? You feel good? So much bone, brother. If I call your name, I don't want no people to know you in here. That's what he said. He don't even want to know this person. Oh, my Lord. We're going to have a fun, good time. Well, it must be all over the TV because it says A&E. We got to take you higher. They need to go to the higher self because they in the low. What about this 5 of Spears? Spirit. Go James Brown. Get down, Brown. He said he's going to get the fella with the little horn over there, you know, talking about the trombone or the saxophone. Yeah, it is. But it sure sounds funny coming from this part. Little, what'd he say? Horn? Okay. All right, let's see why is this lion having a 5 of Swords? What do we got, Spirit? What do we got? Hope everybody's doing good tonight. I hope everybody's doing wonderful on this Friday. Year's almost coming up, y'all. We also having that harvest moon. It's the last one of the year. And that means all of your hard work is paying off. We will start next year a new decade, a new cycle. So if your life's not changing every 5 years, good or bad, you ain't doing nothing. Alrighty, what do we got, Spirit? Come on, give me a card. Somebody said they gotta get higher. Maybe somebody's getting high right now. I don't promote that. But then again, if it's 420, you know what I got to say. What you been up to, Feather? What we got, Father, for the Dreamers? You were talking to Pisces. All right. Ooh, now we got the 4 of bricks. So somebody's holding back. That's what this is about. They will hold it back either feelings or they will hold it back information. And that flying monkey, look at him. How's that flying monkey with them gold bricks holding up there? He got some powerful wings, I tell you. I tell you. Y'all ever seen one of them flying monkeys in the Wizard of Oz hold a gold brick like that? Ooh, fool's gold. It's spray painted styrofoam. Maybe he wanted to get away with something here. He's holding it back, whoever it is. Holding back emotions, holding back the truth, something. Holding back. Look at that smug face, too. Look at him. Look at him. He's got that smile. He's rubbing that brick like it's a genie bottle. Mm-hmm. All right, what do we got about the sun? The sun. You know, it's supposed to be enlightenment here, but that was the start of the brick road, right? Look at them pretty red slippers. I got me a pair of red Michael Kors stilettos. Yeah, somebody wants to have a funkin' good time. Ha ha! Yeah, I said it the right way. I did not say it the wrong way. A funkin' good time. Like Dunkin' Donuts. Where's my donuts? Gotta have my donuts. Passed up a donut for a cinnamon roll. Yeah. Us investigators have got to have that. 3, 2, 2, 2, 4, 1, 4. Here we go. There he goes, that 3 of bricks. Yep. There's your 2 of cans. Another 2 cans. Oh, this guy's got 2 2s. There goes that 4. All right, we got Superstition, Stevie Wonder. Oh, my Lord. Talking book. Ooh, Spirit's talking. Superstition. Somebody's got a superstition. Maybe they think you're superstitious. Maybe they're superstitious. Well, if they don't believe in it, then they wouldn't be superstitious. The writing's on the wall. Yeah. Too many, Spirit. Let it fall. Too many, Spirit. These cards are so new. Let's see. Come on, Spirit. Give me some cards. What do we got on the sun? Somebody thinks you're the sun. You're their world. But it didn't start off that way, from what I see. No. You believe in things. When you believe in things you don't understand, you suffer. Superstition ain't the way. Just because you don't understand something, don't mean it ain't true. If somebody knows, they know. And you know what I know. You know what I mean? April, you still around? Ooh, here we go. The star. Aquarius energy. The other one's Leo energy. They may have Leo in their chart. The star. Maybe somebody's a fallen star. Fall from grace. What do you think? Maybe they're waking up because in here she's sleeping, right? It took a wave of that wand to wake her up in the poppy fields. So somebody started out as the sun, the beginning. Maybe they lost their star, lost their grace. The fairy godmother. I thought the fairy godmother was in, I know that's Glinda, but looks like the fairy godmother, you know, in Cinderella or Cinderfella. Take it how it resonates. Ain't no more to say. What do we got? This 2 of cans and rusty tin man. Maybe somebody's creaky. Snap, crackle, and pop in the mornings. Well, I know the Tin Man was looking for a heart. This person didn't have a heart. Or maybe they're losing their heart. Ooh, we'll have to find out. What do we got on the 2 of cans in reverse, Spirit? What do we got? What do we got? Maybe this person didn't understand you. Or maybe you freaked them out. Who knows? Or maybe they just didn't know. Or maybe you were suspicious. Come on, Spirit. Cards are getting all over the place. We like the wizard. Aquarius energy is about balance, about self-assuredness, confidence. It's air energy, communication. Maybe somebody's subconscious, or maybe they're just finally waking up to their sun. Everything they thought of. What do we got, Spirit? Thank you. Ooh, we got the Four of Brooms. Oh my goodness. So this person, the squeaky tin man, the squeaky tin man, this is a foundation. So obviously, whatever this was on a faulty foundation. This Two of Cans, which is the Two of Cups. Or it is now, whatever that is, present, maybe with the third party, that's not working. It needs to be built on a firm foundation. We got Toto in here, you know. And this person needs to get courage, right? Because he's shaking over here. And you can see Dorothy's trying to talk to this lion, which is that Leo energy up here. We got, she's a bad mama jamma. She's built, she's a, excuse me, stacked. She's stacked. Ooh, somebody likes your body. That's that star right there, right? You're a star there. Maybe they're worried about losing their star. The Four of Brooms is marriage, foundation, those kind of things. It's a bad man. Look at her. So somebody likes her. She can be. Somebody thinks you fine, baby. No, you can't build no foundation off a next person's pain. That's correct. You can't. So if somebody needs attention, poetry in motion, beautiful sight to see. She's kind. I got everything a man likes. Maybe he's worried about losing this. She's got everything a man likes, or you do, right? She's bad mama jamma. And she can be. What's the Three of Bricks? What about this Three of Bricks? See, in the regular tarot, this is kind of like a marriage. It could be like an architect, too, that you're working with. Anybody would love to have them. Well, you know, if it is a three-party situation, if they know you, don't know you, and you know, you mess with somebody who's married, then what you have in common is the other person that's not there. That's all you got. Like you said, if they building it off of your pain, that ain't gonna last. It's never gonna last. They should know that already. Should know that already. All right, what do we got? Okay, we got two cards. The Kindred. The Queen of Brooms. Ooh. Okay, so this is the Queen of Brooms in reverse. There's that Wicked Witch in reverse, right? So that would be a Sagittarius energy in reverse, which we know is fire energy. That's a 304 in progress. Looks like she fell off her bicycle. She ain't in motion no more. She's stuck. She's stuck. Her wheel fell off. And it was a best friend of yours, maybe. But this person still likes whoever you are. Still, this person gets excited when they see you, wherever that is. But the kindred here, you know who that is? Well, I'm glad you know who it is. Put some purple hearts in there if you can. If you know who it is. Thank you. Or if you got a broom, will be fine. This poor air sign or whoever it is. Okay, the kindred in reverse. So that's not very kind. Whoever it is, not very kind. Let me see what the book says about it, because these are kind of new. The main ones will tell you. Let me see what it says. Let's read it in reverse. And the she can be. It's the 4. Okay, Dorothy's choice to leave everything behind for her beloved Toto when Miss Gulch wanted to take him away speaks volumes. So, this was, you know, in reverse, right? So, that means somebody tried to take him away and they can't do it. Oh, Lord. Try to take poor little Toto. Speaks volumes about their kinship. So they had, whoever these friends were, they ain't friends. They not a friend to you or whoever this is, right? In this deck, the kindred appears to acknowledge the rapid approach of a long-lost friend or a new partnership. It ain't gonna last. It's in reverse. It's done. By this Queen of Brooms. She should have known better. And obviously, they didn't care about either one of those people, much less themselves. All right, so let's see what it says in reverse. Even the strongest friendships can wane. And since you can and will feel disconnected or out of sync with your trusted companion, right? This reverse will remind you that you are both allowed to make choices. You are both allowed to make mistakes. And if the most recent version of this relationship has run its course, you have permission to let it go. So somebody wants to let it go, or they can make that choice to let it go. They have free will. You know what I'm saying? Whoever this relationship, maybe it ain't serious, you know? Sly and the Family Stone. Thank you. Let to me be myself. Dang. This is weird. Thank you. Look at that. Somebody says I was on the top. So this could be friends and families too involved in. Thank you for letting me be myself. Ha ha ha. For letting me be myself. Well, it says mice and elf. Somebody's a rat. I'm serious, man. Let me be myself again. So somebody wants to be their self again. Yep. Look me in the face. Somebody wants to know the truth. Somebody's trying. What about this 4 bricks? Thank you for the party. Somebody's saying see ya. Ooh. But I could never stay. So this person should have known. I hope their feelings ain't hurt. They should have known better than to do that. Especially if they knew you, right? They knew what they was getting into. Let me be myself again. So I just want to say I'm finally back to who I am. I love it. I love me. You know, it's a blessing. Sometimes you gotta step away from everything just to find yourself again. You know, just to heal sometimes, because some people are just pull the life right out of you. So I'm dancing to the music myself, dancing to the music all night long. All right, let's see what's the 4 of bricks about. What's the flying monkey got to do with it? So this flying monkey's holding back. Maybe this other person's holding back from this person, and this person's holding back from that person. And you holding back too. You know, when somebody starts not treating me good, I start holding back. For sure, for sure. Papa's still singing. Me, be myself. What do we got? So, I thank my enemies for letting me be myself. Because, you know, people I know, they know who I am. So they can say whatever they want. But, personally, myself, yeah, they are tearing behinds up. Because, you know, when you met me, you knew who I was in the beginning. I didn't hold back. There you go. I'm gonna put myself in this one right here. I said who I was in the beginning, so that's why I didn't change. You know, when you come at me wrong and you lie about who you are, knowing who I am, you know, and I treat you with, what do you call that, unconditional love, right? You know, and then you're going to try to get me to change who I am? No, it don't work that way. You like me for who I am or you don't, you know? So when you don't come right, the energy ain't going to match. It's just not. It's like you're the only sober person in around a bunch of drunks. You know, it's just not going to work. And whatever energy that you're on, you're going to be matching, right? So if you're in low energy, that's what you're going to match up with. It's just not going to stay. But in any case, I'm grateful at the moment because, you know, I can't heal when there's too many people around, and I know my mistakes. You know, I was used to being a solution solver, things like that. And I didn't have time to heal or grieve, and just got the wind knocked out of my sails and didn't have the support I needed at the time. And, you know, a lot of it's got to do with other people thinking something about me that they don't know. They really don't know. So, you know, people just can't be themselves. Let me be myself. I personally, myself, and I know my dreamers do, they want to be themselves in authenticity. If you're not a bad person, why would you not want to be? Why would you want to be with somebody where you have to change to please them? And it doesn't matter who it is. That's not going to work either. Play that funky music, a wild cherry. Ooh, that's good music, right? Well, he's losing out. He's losing out. See, this person seemed to not have a problem running down to one-night stands. You know where that's going to lead you? Got the feeling so low. Thank you, Spirit. Decided quickly. Yep. And singing and moving to the grooving. And just when it hit me, somebody turned around and said, play that funky music, white boy. Play that funky music twice. Play it right. Yeah, so they're telling him he needs to turn around and play that music right. Music till you die. Till you die. Which we got? Ace of Brooms, okay. So somebody's trying to understand it. Okay, so judgment's coming down. First we got the Ace of Brooms, which is Why be so foolish? Always be one behind. Being left behind. Okay. So we got the Ace of Brooms, which is, it's coming from God, and it's creative. It was a gift. It was inspiration. It was passion. Right? And then judgment's being made. So somebody wants to turn around and see if things are still the same. And then the Magician. Okay, the Magician in the upright is that you have everything you need to do the right thing, to make your dreams happen. That's all within. It doesn't come from outer at all. So this person was creative and was given a gift of love, passion, creativity, right? But they're being judged now. So it's judgment. Let's see what the book says about that one. I pretty much know what it says, but I like this book. It wasn't easy, he says. Things were getting shaky. So they thought he would have to leave it behind. Now the star reversed earlier. We can read this one too. Glinda the Good Witch's wand is a visual representation of her. So this was a representation. Maybe this person maybe misrepresented themselves, right? She is as gentle as she is protective. And she exemplifies the kindness given by the star when it appears in a reading. Oh, so this person's very kind and gave them a blessing. So what that's telling me is God's making a judgment on that because God gave this person this gift to heal them. Yes, that's true. That's a twin flame journey. Okay, the reversal of that. If the star appears reversed in your reading, you have lost faith in your goals. So this person's lost faith in what, in their life? Or, let's see, what do I get, Spirit? In their life. Sometimes when people, like we've seen in so many, so somebody's talking about playing funky music. The nudge that I got was that they're not coming right to others. Okay, they lost faith in their goals, but is that really a bad thing? Sometimes we outgrow our plans. Sometimes our plans need to evolve. So this person isn't changing. They went back to, as they say, the dog goes back to its vomit. That's kind of nasty to say, but contrary to Glinda's grace and beauty, extravagance is not always the answer. So this person thought that glitter was gold, or they went back for money. Like, see, we had the bricks, right? Holding back the bricks, trying to hold back something monetary as well. If you desire to renew your interest in this plan, be intentional. If you want to go in another direction, be intentional with that instead. Either way, rekindle your faith in your goals with intention. So over here, they didn't have those good intentions or tried to get away with something or just wasn't honest. So I Get Lifted by George McCrae. Rock your baby. So somebody needs to rock their baby, right? So let's see what the judge, the sun and the judgment is. Somebody's got an issue with their, maybe addictions. SEX addictions. Okay, so we've got the judgment. A munchkin trumpeter blaring away for all to hear. Ooh, somebody's letting it out. Ooh, this wake-up call, here we go, with the star in reverse. They're waking up. They're waking up. They're waking up. Ooh. To the mistakes you have made comes with an awareness of how to prevent them in the future. In other words, you keep watering somebody else's grass with your water, you're going to have a high water bill, and your weeds may not even grow because the ground's going to be so hard, right? Judgment heralds a necessary change. So this person needs change, and that's what that judgment is, right? Okay, upright. When judgment appears in a reading, you have been made aware of your poor choices. Yep, obviously, because they weren't honest and authentic. And God gave them, they were holding back. When God gave them this gift to heal them from whatever generational curse this was, they decided they didn't want it. You think you can do that? I don't think so. You can't do that in universal laws and get away with that. So, you've also been made aware of how to do better. Yes, this person knows better. You're bigger than your mistakes and better than you were before. You know how, so it's time to go and be amazing. Yeah, just turn around and change your life, right? That's a good thing. I like that. I like that. I like that. Because anybody can change their ways. You know, to me, it's easier to try to do the right thing. It just comes naturally than trying to do the wrong things. And you wind up hurting yourself. That's what I've learned in my life. It doesn't matter what somebody else does. It matters what I do. It means something to me. Okay? So, I don't know about you guys, but that's just the way I feel. And when we do the right things, even if it's uncomfortable sometimes, you know, and sometimes people get that, let's see what the kindred is upside down. Let's see. Daz Disco Mix. The brick. Here we go. So here we go with the 5 people again. So this person's fighting in their head. That's what those 5 swords is they're mentally fighting in their head. So whoever this is, you know, when you have somebody that's got some kind of mental issues, emotional issues, when you first meet them, they show you off, everything's fine, and then the next thing you know, they're keeping you hitting and they don't take you anywhere. You know, that's kind of like emotional neglect or abuse. That's just the way that is. So that's where old Squeaky comes from. He didn't water that oil can or those creaky bones. Yeah, they're going around in circles. All right, let's see what the magician's got to say. Yeah, that's all they do is go around in circles. But this one where the bicycle, she fell off. Off the bike. Oh, yeah, she did. Male or female, they fell off the bike. All right, the magician. Oh man, this is a word, I tell you. The machinations and ambition of the Wizard of Oz are impressive and illustrate the magician's resourcefulness. So this person's got the resources to do this. They got it within them. They can do that. Can always change your mind. Doesn't hurt if you don't try, right? But if you don't, always the coulda, shoulda, the woulda. The Wizard of Oz's cleverness, yes. If it was in reverse, I'd be worried. That's a narcissist manipulator. The Wizard of Oz's cleverness and capability almost makes up for his clumsy attempts at keeping up the elaborate illusions he projects from behind the curtain. So here we are, you know, holding back and then trying to get away with that, right? And then losing their star, wanting their star, then they're being judged for it, right? And they had a good foundation. This I guess if this bridge was blown up, they're going to have to rebuild a new one. Upright. This card is a signal that not only are you long overdue for speaking up for yourself, so this person, if they've got all these people involved, so it tells me that they're here to please other people and not, you know, and they're afraid of losing whatever that is. So they're loyal to the wrong things. They should be loyal to God and to themselves, or the Most High, or whatever they call their Most High. Not the devil, because the devil's going to lie to you. He's not going to give you what you want. What he does give you is not something that you want, right? Okay. Speaking up for yourself, but that you are more than capable of doing so. So this person is not a little child. They can do that. They can speak up for themselves. But that you are more than capable of doing so. When was the last time you asked for what you felt you deserved? Hello? This is the time to establish boundaries. This person doesn't have boundaries. Perhaps ask for that raise or manifest your dreams and set new intentions. You can always set new intentions. Take stock of your capabilities and make sure that your goals align with your higher self. Here we go. I got one older than that. Seriously. Some people want their ego stroked while they breadcrumb you. Like I'm going back to what I just said a little while ago. They don't want to share you with nobody, but it's okay for them to share themselves with everybody. No, don't think so. Sorry, I'm too old for that crap. 3-2, 3-2, 5-2-9. There we go with the threes and the twos. 32, 32. Me, I don't want no part-time partner. If that's the case, I can do everything on my own, right? I don't need them. I wanted them. So if they don't have good enough confidence to understand that, I don't know what to say. You know, I do not need a save a 304 in progress. That's just emotionally manipulating. Oh, let me help you. You know, like this wizard, right? The wizard. And he had no confidence. He had that confidence as long as he was behind that curtain. But when he came out from behind that curtain, by the way, Toto pulled the curtain back. And he wasn't this big old guy making noise, right? One nation under a groove. Young soul rebels. So somebody hurt. Doesn't want responsibilities. They don't want no restrictions. They want to do what they want to do. Oh, but you can't. Okay. Got it. Going down in the alleyway. That's something there. You're Joan of Arc. Well, you know, if I have to do everything myself, I might as well. I mean, I can buy a guy Friday. You know? I don't want a part-time person. If I want a part-time person, you know, that's what I'll get. Well, when I make a contract with somebody, it's just with them. Friends with benefit comes before you're married, not after. Don't work that way. Well, you know, it's pretty sad when they get older and ain't nobody around except somebody that just keeps them in bondage. Nasty, nasty. All alone. Nobody to give a dang. You know. But you know, you don't kick God to the curb, disrespect him. You can't say, oh, I don't want it anymore. Then what is it that you want? The devil instead. Okay, no problem. You dream for that all your life. You make a wish. There's no place like home. There's no place like home. Home is where your heart is. My heart ain't here. I got somebody else's heart in my chest. There's a consequence for every action, yes. Like I said, when you go to take something from somebody, and then you go and water somebody else's septic tank, you know, you're gonna tick off the neighbors, then your house value is gonna go down, then they ain't gonna want you in there. Yes. The four of spears. So the four of spears is resting, right? So this is coming out of that. So after God's given this gift, this person should come out of healing. Maybe they may need it. I don't know. We're going to find out some more. What do we got for the judgment? What do we got for the judgment, Spirit? I might take a little break for a little while, guys, and come back on. What do y'all think? Y'all want me to do that? I'm going to take a little break for a little bit. And then I'll come back on. I was going to do that anyway, but I wound up getting called away for a little bit. What do y'all think? Take a little break and then come back. All right. So we got temperance. Yes, we got a balance here. Ooh, somebody threw the water on the witch. She's melting. Ha ha. You're not a victim anymore, Moondust. Either that or they're playing the victim. Oh, well, maybe that explains why they can't play victim anymore, even though they needed some oil. That's the 304 in progress right there, Captain. Looks like the girl's over there trying to, you know, help his creaky with some olive oil so he can start moving again. So we got temperance. Let's see what the temperance is. I know that's Sagittarian energy, but it's balance, temperament. All right, all right, all right, all right. Nothing can stop us now. All right, temperance. Set half in a puddle, half on dry stone. So it's like half in and half out. This person was half in and half out with their star. That's what that's saying. The bucket of water that leads to the wicked witch's demise. Ooh, this Captain Save-A-Ho is going to melt. She needs cooling off. Oh, somebody throw some water on that wicked witch. And that's what a reverse Sagittarian energy is. Witch's demise embodies the balanced nature of temperance. So somebody needs to be tempered with their emotions. Upright, a bucket of water is as iniquitous and practical as it is powerful. When this card appears for you in a reading, you are invited to give yourself an extra dose of patience. Somebody's going to need some patience, or somebody's been too patient. I never pray for patience because God will test me for that. Me, I get upset, I get a little angry, and then I get over it sooner or later quick because I do not want that where I can't manifest. If I'm not emotionally intelligent, I can't manifest. I do not like my emotions ruling me. Even if I'm in a situation and I know what's coming, I may not say nothing, right? But I try to stay happy, even though I know what's coming. I just sit back patiently, take my receipts, and just keep letting it play till the right time, and then I make my move, right? That's what I do. Or decision, whatever, right? All right. When this card appears for you in a reading, you are invited to give yourself an extra dose of patience. Why? Because it takes time to catch up to ourselves. In other words, I would say it's harder for our head to catch up with our heart than it is for our heart to catch up with our head, period. Let this unassuming bucket of water remind you that nothing is set in stone. Everything has more than one purpose, and that's true. And even relationships have a purpose. And nothing's set in stone. You know, things can change. My life path number is 5. Constantly changing. It's 6 and 5. So I see a lot of 5s, which is scorpionic energy, which is true because my Venus is in Scorpio, so I love like a scorpion. You know, I can love somebody, but don't mean I can always live with them, you know? Just saying. And also a lot of times, you know, I get to the point where I have enough. Doesn't matter how much I love a person, I can't be with them right then. Flashlights. Ooh, Parliament. Ooh, somebody, here we go with the judgment. That's Parliament, right? Flashlight. Somebody needs a flashlight to go up there in their head. Here we got all these people. So something's being shown. Some light is being shown. So something's being shown to somebody. Maybe they're seeing the light, you know? But I try not to stay angry no matter what. It ain't worth it. It's just not worth it. It's not worth me losing my manifestations. It's not. And I've been where I've had to do that many times. You know, I just recently had to everybody got to go. Gotta go. You gotta go. I see toxicity. I'm out of here. Now out. Strength, see? That goes that strength that shows up. Ooh, somebody being a little piggy. Strength. Never thought a pig would be a strength. We got a Knight of Cans. Ooh, there's somebody crying or playing victim, like you said, coming in there and spilling all that water everywhere. But here's the Ace of Cans. This person needs to understand that God gave them, or you, all this emotional love, unconditional love. And that's what it was. And this person may have not wanted to accept it. How could you not want that? And then you go somewhere else to the 304s in progress. I mean, anytime you have intercourse with people, you're building karmic debt, period. You build connections with these people. You don't have no idea, and you might just catch something you really don't want either. So whatever this was, it was not built right. Somebody didn't come right. And if they want to, they need to come right. There we go. Or somebody could be injured too. They could be injured. So sometimes we need to be patient with ourselves too, you know, because we go through a lot. Things happen in life. Things happen in life. All right, I'm going to take a break for a little while and I'll come back, guys. Yeah, it hurts a little bit, but you start thinking about, why am I hurt? You know, they lost. I know my worth. They just need to find theirs, and that's what this is saying. This person's got a lot of talents, and when God gives you gifts and talents, we need to appreciate them and also share them, right? But whoever this is going through a lot of mental issues. The third parties could be family as well, work. It could be a lot of stuff, and they're just going through it. They is going through it. Let me give y'all a nice, because they need a flashlight or flashlights being shown on what they're realizing. because they're waking up, right? It was on the cards. About their life, their love, you know, what they want in life, you know. Me right now, I'm just healing, loving on myself, pouring all my love into me right now, period. And then, you know, I also have plenty of love to share, but, you know, when I need the time for myself, I go get it, you know. I get my quiet time. At the same time, I help others, and it's so nice to receive love, reciprocal love. You have to just see it, you know, and you have to know that it's there. You have to know that it's there. I mean, people have their love language. Everybody does, and I've explained that to y'all. How you relate to other people, how you relate to individuals, you know, those kind of things. You learn your limits with them, and you learn healthy boundaries. It's okay to say no. You know, it's okay to be your authentic self. There's nothing wrong with it. If you're a big a-hole, at least we know where to find one and who to go talk to. I love it. All right, what do we got? Closing out Spirit, and we'll come back again for another train ride tonight. I'm just going to take a little break. Next week's going to start off really big for me. It's getting better and better every day, man. Just every day. Little by little. 1 foot forward. Yes. I can't wait to see what's going to happen next year. Ah, Lou Reed. Lou Reed. I think of you, but not that often. That's the sunglasses. Here's Under the Sun. Okay, the toxicity. Survive your own war. See, we saw that earlier with that. This person's having a hard time in their own head. So you got to survive your own war. Sometimes people think they're going to do something to somebody else, and they wind up betraying their own self. And it winds up being their own personal war. Because if they're going for a chosen one, you have no idea how they're going to move. And it doesn't matter what you do. You can't stop what God wants. Right place, wrong time. So obviously this person, it was the right place, wrong timing. I did the right thing. But I must have used the wrong line. So somebody don't know what to say. You know, they was in a bad place. But wonder what it was good for. So this person's having like a thing going in their head. Did I do this? Did I do that? Did I didn't do this? Did I, you know, just going back and forth? Or they just don't know what to do yet. So survive your own war out there. The tune. See, he's got to give themselves a talking to this time. Y'all check this song out. Right place, wrong time. Insecurities. So this person is insecure. That's terrible. Like I said earlier, you got to know your own worth. And you got to be authentic to yourself. Not everybody else. You can't please everybody else. That's a recipe for a train wreck. Hey, you got to be strong. Stand up to people. I mean, if you're grown, I mean, you're supposed to be on your own. Did that rhyme? Or with your own family. Your immediate family is your wife and your kids, or your husband. You know, your kids grow up, so it has to. If you have a partner, it's supposed to be them, not anybody else. The tune. Learn to walk hand in hand with magic and loss. So, like I said earlier, the emotional intelligence. You have to be okay with the blessings, God's magic, and sometimes loss. In my case, it happened for me. It didn't happen to me. But sometimes when we're going through it, moon dust, it don't feel like it. You know, we're in our little pity party, right? So I get it. And it stings. But, you know, I still care about people and still love them. You know? They got to get up their courage. You know, no guts, no glory. If you don't try for your dreams, they're not going to happen. They won't ever happen. You know, sometimes I've done things and I've tried them a couple of times. And sometimes I've started things and had to stop it because things happen and I go back to it. You know, never give up on you. And I tell people all the time, never give up on you. Don't give up on yourself. You're your best friend, your own adult, your own best friend. Look in the mirror and tell yourself as a friend, you know, the good things about you. Call yourself on your own crap. That's what I always say too. So don't give up on yourself. Sometimes you're the only one you got, plus the man upstairs. That's it. All right, guys, we're going to go out with the next song. Be happy. The happy place is inside, not outside. What comes inside shows outside. Will reflect it, because that's all you're going to hang around with or attract to you. And anything other than that, you're going to see it coming, because it's not aligned. But you have to be secure with yourself. Other people can't give you any of that. They can't give you motivation. They can share their happiness. Period. Right? For the love of money. The OJs. For the love of money. So maybe, like I'm doing right now, I'm taking all my pain and issues, which I'm really not having, that I am turning it into gold. Hey, you know, what I can do with money. Yes, I love that. But if you look, some people always think maybe they're a gold digger. I don't know. But you got 3 people here again. And then you got a bunch of people up here. What you got to say, Spirit? All right, this is Brie Bragg signing out. Y'all come back now. You hear? I'll see y'all back soon. Hopefully real soon. A little bit. Because some people got to have it, right? They got to have that money. Some people really need it. They do things they shouldn't. So maybe somebody did this. Listen, money's not bad. It's the people that use it. Sometimes people will do things for money, but do they sell their soul for that? You can do a lot with money, or you can live within your means and be happy. And it even comes more. All right? Well, that's what I got to say about it. I'll see y'all back here in a little bit at the station. Yeah, don't sell your soul for it. We talked about that Mr. Steven earlier. I'll see y'all back here in a little bit. Hopefully soon. I love you guys. And thanks for tuning in. Smooches. Oh, steal from their mother. Wow, some people steal from their... So somebody's robbed somebody. Ooh, that's going around in Karma Town. I already know that. All right. I'll see y'all back here in a little bit. This is Brie Bragg signing out. Spirits leaving the building and leaving y'all with For the Love of Money. Hope y'all change it. Smooches, you guys. All right? Just remember, see the light, be the light, and show it. Be the light, show it.